First of all, before I go on, I want to remind us that Ijele's freedom is given. So even though the process is going on, you guys, a legal process is a legal process. It's going to take its course, especially when the people there are trying to be disingenuous because they are dishonorable and because they are very disreputable people. So, yeah, we have to go through the process. So that's the process that it is taking. So, you guys, on Thursday, the case was struck off. The case was struck off by this dishonorable judge. I shared his pictures with you guys. The case was struck off, and this honorable judge refused to sign the certified true copy of that court proceedings. So that's what is holding it now. So the lawyers are working on it, taking the necessary judicial process. And when someone is dishonorable, that they have already no regard for the due process, because their modus operandi is to be doing criminality. So yeah, this is it. That's just what it is. So there's no need to talk too much. The process is taking its course, so there is no cause for alarm. First off, the important thing is, the dishonorable judge have raised his hands up. He said it is not in the jurisdiction of his court. So he knew it was not in his jurisdiction, and he was doing dishonorable things from beginning, issuing a motion ex parte that he has not seen the person, he doesn't know the person was not docked in his court. He issued a motion ex parte, which is the prison remand, and was playing hanky panky the whole time, not coming to court, not hearing the case. And eventually he hands off and said it was not in his jurisdiction, and he has refused to sign the papers, the court papers of his own proceedings, because their plan was to transfer the case to another magistrate, an IPOB magistrate lady, so that she will continue. She has already written her own motion ex parte without seeing Ijele, without being in court with Ijele. So their plan was to do the same jamboree that he did, and then she will continue that jamboree, and then she will say at some point she is not beyond her jurisdiction. And maybe she is going to say, oh, take him to another prison that is in Ebonyi State, or maybe anywhere where they know they have people that they are going to carry out their plan, because their plan is to use the Nigerian judiciary to do the ultimate damage on Ijele. But God passed there. Like I always say, the people that are dishonorable, that have been doing all these things to people that have no one, people that has no one to speak for them. So their plan, yeah, that Thursday has already failed on arrival. So this dishonorable judge, he spoke out and he pronounced that this case has been struck off because he lacks jurisdiction in his court. All he needed to do was to sign the court proceedings, the CTC, the certified true copy of that court proceeding, and he failed to do so because he has already planned with his own collaborate dishonorable baby judge that they want to go and continue in another magistrate, but it doesn't work like that. So yes, this is the process. And so guys, do not be dismayed. The illegal team are working on it. Some people think that maybe they are not doing well, or some people are saying Ijele doesn't have people. Guys, this is a legal process. Yeah, so legal process has to take its course. So it's taking its course, and now beyond every doubt is shown that this dishonorable judge that I'm showing you here, that he has been bought, and that I don't know, maybe someone that is used to doing dishonorable things, somebody that has no regard for the judicial process. Beyond every reasonable doubt, it has shown himself now. So this judge you are looking at have already shown the world who he is and what he's capable of doing. Because how can you hands off a case and say this case is beyond my jurisdiction, and you pronounce it in court and you have failed to sign the papers? Because why? You have a dishonorable agreement to keep someone illegally in detention, and in illegal detention, and thereby abusing his fundamental human rights. because you already have nothing on him. You have struck out the case. There's no case. You have nothing on him, absolutely nothing on him. So all you have to do is to sign the court proceeding, that paper that you have struck it up, and you are failed to sign it. And so this is the, if anyone was in doubt, if there was anybody thinking, oh, this is not true, oh, he's not malicious, he's not biased, he's not fair, this is the proof. This is it. Because once you have, and first of all, you have to know that this thing came into your hand. You wrote motion expert without seeing this person, without docking this person in your court. You wrote motion expert and carried out what they call Jankara Justice of Nigeria. And so when we are saying Nigeria is corrupt, when we are saying the judicial system is corrupt, you are looking at the face of it here. This is just it. Because at the end of the day, after doing all those drama, you now said, oh, it's not in your jurisdiction, because you know from beginning that it was not in your jurisdiction. The only day they read that case in your presence, on you could have said it is not in my jurisdiction, but you said you are giving another until Thursday next week for ruling, only for you to come and say it's not in your jurisdiction, which means you know what you were doing all along. So yeah, everything that has a beginning has an end. So this is the process is going. So guys, please stop saying, oh, we have the connection in jail have. This is a court process. Let the process take its course. Yeah. So now it has got to the end. These guys have shown where he has reached this last bus stop of everything he's capable of doing. And finally, he has raised his hand and said, struck this case out of his court because he lacks the jurisdiction. And all he has to do is sign the documents so that the detained person can leave the prison. And he has refused to do so. He has not signed the documents till now. So there is no other proof. So the lawyers are working on it. They are taking it to the next step. So they are planning to transfer it to another IPOB judge, magistrate, to another magistrate we failed on arrival. So they are planning to use compromise police people to rearrest somebody you have struck off his case and say, oh, other petitions are coming, and they have written another motion ex parte, which is another prison remand from an IPOB sympathizer magistrate. And now that process has been thwarted. So you guys, we will do the process and we'll get to the end of it. Like I said, I do not have any problem with this Ebuka OB of Zion Ministry and Prayer and Movement, whatever they are calling themselves. I do not have any problem with him seeking redress in court and saying, oh, this person has maligned me, this person have abused my person, my brand, whatever, and seeking redress. I do not have any problem with that. But if you want to seek equity, then if you want to go to equity, you come with clean hands, especially as a Christian. Especially you call yourself a pastor, so you have to go the normal route. But going behind and going through all these rigmarole processes and compromise and malicious processes, and it is evident, and we are seeing it. Thank God the whole thing is in view of the whole world, that you are bringing court proceedings where there was no court sitting. It is in plain view. So you cannot do that in today's world, and especially you cannot do that to someone that is in the public sphere, that people get to know, that has a platform. Yeah, like you people, you played yourself. I'm sorry. That's how it is. So, but the process is going on. So meanwhile, let's go on to what they are looking at Ijele for. What is it, the problem that Ijele, what is Ijele? So you guys, the main issue is that they needed the people to continue to be looking elsewhere, because something else is going on. They needed the people to be crying, oh, they hate us, the marginalization, there was the plan. This is how they need the people to be in that state, that to be crying and say, oh, this is what they did. They needed the people to continue to be in that state. And for example, while they are shouting, while they are jumping up and down, rigmaroling, looking at Buhari left ear, examining Aisha boyfriend, what was happening? I'll let you hear what is going on.
So talking about corruption, I had set up a forensic audit as soon as I took over last year in Abia, and so that there won't be any argument, I called in one of the top 3 audit firms in the world. And not too long ago, they turned in their report, and some of the things in the report are frightening.
So let me give you some background. Here is the present governor of Abia State in the person of Alex Otti, and he is giving an exposition of what is going on in the state, or what went on in the state before he came to power. And he is trying to tell the people the money, the allocations, the revenue that came to the state, how it was misappropriated. And one of it was building an airport. So let's continue to watch so that we'll get to know that airport and where that location of that airport is.
So that there won't be any argument, I called in one of the top 3 audit firms in the world. And not too long ago, they turned in their report, and some of the things in the report are frightening. So, 9.3 billion naira was paid to 7 contractors for
9.3 billion naira. Like, guys, I'm not talking about million or billion. 9.3 billion naira. Now, what is the population of Abia State? Like, if even, and every one of them could have become a millionaire. 9.3 billion was paid to 7 contractors. Guys, are you listening? So why they need you to be busy, to run around, to say you need a new country? Oh, Nigeria this, Buhari that. Oh, why everybody? Oh, they hate you. You need a new country. This is what is going on. So that's why they need to keep quiet. They need to support you. And that's why if someone like Ijele come and tell you, come on, guys, they're lying to you. Don't look this way. Look towards your government. Look towards what is going on in your government. And they say, bring it, let us buy him. How can he say that? This is the reason. Like when there is something going wrong, there is someone benefiting from it. And those people benefiting from me are in high places, and they will not want you to look their way. So they need a distraction, and so they got their perfect distraction. So I want you to listen again.
Was paid to 7 contractors. Was paid.
I want to get to how much again.
So 9.3 billion naira.
Are you seeing it? 79.3 billion naira. 79.3 billion naira. I hope you can see it. It's on the screen. Guys, please click the like button, like this video, react to the video. Thank you so much for joining. Ezoku, I say to you, I greet every one of you that is joining. Idu, I greet you. Rock Abolede, Igwe Abuchi, you are all welcome. So you guys, you see what is going on. 7.9 billion was paid to 7 contractors, which means each of them got approximately 11 billion. Each of those 7 contractors will get approximately 11 billion. While in the state, they were not paying school fees, they were not paying salaries, they were not paying pensions. You remember, most of the universities lost their accreditation. Like, so many things was going around, but instead they were patronizing some non-state actors, hitting up the polity and distracting, and even they don't care. You know, the life of an average Igbo person became valueless at the altar of anybody's political ambition, political benefit, whatever, you see. So guys, when you are talking about somebody that have money, you are talking about, if somebody, one of those persons that gets 11 billion, who are you? So they are going to sponsor you. How much do you need? Are you seeing what is going on?
9.3 billion naira was paid to 7 contractors for contracts that were not executed at all up till today. Another 15.9 billion naira, almost 16 billion, was paid to.
Are you people keeping tab? 79.3 plus 16 billion. Now billion we dey talk. Oh God help us. Oh, billion. So 79 plus 16. Be keeping tab.
63 contractors with no supporting documents anywhere in the state.
Okay.
Another 12 billion naira was paid to 2 contractors for contracts that do not exist.
Okay.
Out of this figure, 10 billion naira was on September 25, 2020.
Okay.
And that is almost 4 years. Paid to some contractor for the construction of Abia State Airport.
Okay.
We have spent time trying to locate the airport.
Tell me what is amusing there? I wanted to hear outrage. Good evening, Uche. I greet you. Patricia, I greet you. What I don't know if I was there, I would be outraged. I would say, "What? Are you crazy? Like everybody should be hitting hand on the wall." Say, "What? What did you say?" But they are laughing. That's how ludicrous it is. They are laughing about it. Hey, we created the airport. I'm going to show you the airport. Just bear with me for a moment.
Up till now, we are failed. In fact, one of my aides told me the other day that maybe we are using native intelligence to look for the airport, that we should seek artificial intelligence. So as we continue to look for our airport, we have also involved security agencies to help us search. And so that's just an example of what typically happens. And when you juxtapose that with pensions that were lying unpaid for about 10 years, and
did you hear? Pensions were lying unpaid for about 10 years. Imagine. Huh? Good evening, Uche. Pensions, who, the old people who were civil servants, who were teachers, especially who worked in the civil service, pensions. When all this money from all this money we are talking about, 7.9, let's say 80 billion was paid to 7 people, and another 16 million was paid to 2 people, that's 9 people, and another 12 million was paid to another 2 people. So altogether, we're talking about 11 people in the state of Abia State having over 107 billion altogether. And that means the ordinary people didn't have money. There was no money in circulation. There was no money for teachers. There was no money for pensions. There was no money for hospital. There was no money for anything. And when the people are kept in this state, the people think it's coming from the Hausa Fulani. They are, they are suffering us. They don't want, the people, the anger of the people is misdirected and say, "Oh, look not. That's where, but who are those sharing the money? Yeah, who are those sharing the money?" And I don't see the outrage in this gathering. I'm seeing them laughing. I don't know why
salary areas. Just one of these said in the 10 billion that was spent to build a non-existent airport was exactly the amount of money that our government used to take up the pension areas.
So his government has been able to pay off the pension arrears of 10 years, and he's saying that to pay that pension, it was to the tune of 10 billion, right? So imagine all the people that never got that pension. They were elderly people, they needed medication, many of them would have died, right? Because they needed money, they were standing in line, suffering them, doing all kind of things. gambling with them, and the people take their frustration somewhere else. And I want to show you the airport now, guys. Bear with me just one moment. I want to pull up the location of that airport now. Please don't laugh, oh, don't laugh, because it's very interesting. You cannot make this thing up.
The Honorable Commissioner for Lands and Survey, Barrister Suleiman Okanjo. All on the teaching the total winner. Maka this airport project. I am military Kembo Toto.
Oh yeah.
That's on to an Igbo prayer. And a group and a Patali airport again. Honorable Commissioner, sir. Wherever Traloto Mundo Crowder, Mundo Kemadland. I have seen you come out of Nola at the village square. There and no crowd and they are popular. Community popular. Hello, or even community in Denver form to the airport. Then I don't do all my airport. You can run and land there.
Even Nollywood will not go this far. Nollywood. Imagine these are the people that have come to build the airport. And this, mind you, this is in the state of the emperor that wants to come and create an El Dorado. He cannot start from his state to see the people who come build the airport. My people, the I don't want to build the airport because people they don't know no one. See the
airport can do learning the the Honorable Commissioner, Ekuoku, and the two for no Kawara Commissioner, and I in no Tomo, Nana Nobo, Kawachaya, Kawatupo for the Madolelo, Commissioner, Nika, I share, I am Bassa, Lahuquali Mobile. Their plan here, to time Jame, continue. Bulldozer at we can pay the matter for us.
It looks like a movie from Nollywood. Airport builder.
No, Kellen. Yeah. Nigeria, Kellen. Yeah. Oh, you see, Mama, sir.
Airport builder.
Yeah, but I can't go. The biggest love in reality. According to Yanja Hana. Upon more Krogan now here. It has denied that attack. Upon Kunisi Alliance, Doctor Ukizi Bazu, Nsima, and they are you do. Please, I need to leave. I didn't
it's not easy. This is the airport, too. In case you are, they are taking people, let them finish. So if you are, these are the people they are saying this is where the airport will be located, and these honorable men have come here to come and they kind of waded through the bush to get here to come and set the foundation for the airport. And they tell you also fear in Abia State. Are you people at Abia? Are you people not ashamed? See your airport builder. So this is why they set out that man. That guy was that somebody. I don't want to call anybody's name because I don't want to talk good answer. But you know who I. You guys. You know. The person where they give out microscope, make it a blow hot. It was there blowing hot, distracting you, showing you Buhari left ear, Buhari right ear, Jibril Sudan. What was going on? We are looking at 80 billion naira.
The Honorable Commissioner for Lands and Survey.
This is it, the barrister. What? Let me hear his name very well. Oh. Barrister Okando. So, Abia, here goes your airport. These are the people that waited in bush to come and start the initial foundation of the airport, as you can see. You know, it just be like waiting some local and this Mr. Ibu go out in those days. Anyway, my people, I just said, when they are persecuting Ijele and you are asking, what did Ijele do? Why? Because Ijele, they spoil work for them. They needed the people to focus somewhere. They needed the people, eyes of the youth and everybody to focus somewhere. Our sister said, this bush is looking like Fulani. The airport, I remember that, don't let me laugh. This is the crime of Ijele. Say, nah, don't mind it. You go and hold your government affair. They say, shut up. They ask to look, do more, go to get the images and get more images of Buhari left here. Hey, he said farmers or contractors. Now, if they ask me, see now, they say they have come here to create airport. So, Abia, that was your airport.
The Honorable Commissioner for Lands and Survey,
Who said Buhari did not release Buhari release? Oh, please don't write this kind of thing because they will take it. Maybe you are being sarcastic, but they will not take it that is sarcastic. They will take it as plain. They did get all the allocation. So you can see the governor, Alex Otina, that is making this exposition. He didn't say the money did not come in. He said the money was paid, actually. The money came into the state, was paid into accounts of 7 people, account of another 2 people. Like I will share the video in the chat. You will watch it again. So yeah, this is the airport. Just they let me laugh. I was watching this thing. I said, well, if you ever wonder why they are after Ijele, this
I am
they say they started this morning. They cut bush.
Honorable Commissioner, sir. Mgbe batara n'ụtụtụ ịhụ ndị okorobịa hụ ndị oke mmadụ na ndị nne. Anyị asị ndị oke mmadụ n'ọla ebe Village Square. This guy
even look like this Akwa guy where they do video. Wait, so. This guy almost resembles Okon. He said they told the elderly people to stay at this village center while they brought in the hardworking young men. They waited and cut in to get into the thick forest, the remain site. These are the hardworking young men. You can see, they show now the guy they drink. This guy resembles Okon. Okon, forgive me, but I don't know. The thing that they do me like Nollywood drama.
Community hospital, community the airport. Then I bond these
are the workers that started this work since morning. Cutting airport, young men.
You can run a land there, but the airport can do it. The Honorable Commissioner, their plan here for time they continue. We can pay them.
He said, so that one should talk a little bit, this one should talk, explain to the honorable commissioner, and then after they will not bring bulldozer, the bulldozer will not come and clear the road, and then the whole thing will start. The art of the air. I don't know, the thing is just so ridiculous. But guys, this is the state of the the state of east of the Niger right now. It's a drama that you cannot make up, but this is the reality. But they don't want people to see the reality. They want you to focus on some delusion, to focus on some things that doesn't make sense, that will ruin you, ruin your life, take away your destiny, destroy the posterity of your family. They don't care, because guy, we're talking about real money here. If somebody is getting 10 billion, you know what 10 billion naira is, right? So one person gets 10 billion, another one gets another, these are billions we are talking about. So who are you? What is your life worth? Nothing. So Ijele is standing in the way of billions. Yeah, because if the people get to know the truth, they cannot have that free way. So they need to focus on Fulani, the North, Buhari, Yoruba. It has to be something else, right? So, but by and large, time has come and gone. Now, yeah, the airport reach inside this bush. Pass here. Last. So I don't see the airport. So yeah, so Governor T was making light of it. He's like, oh, they didn't see the airport. But I say, let me kukuma show na the airport too, because the quality of the video, that it will even look like a Nollywood video of those days where they just started doing Nollywood. So this is the airport, in case you are wondering. Abia people, una well done, and na come still get the emperor wey una bring, wey wan come release they no even fit look that side. Anyway, like I said, I'm not going to take your time, because I don't also have much time. I just wanted to come quickly and give this update. So, ndị Abia, una well done, una own still good, at least una don see una airport now. At all, na im worse pass. May God continue to bless and be with each and every one of us. And let's continue to send Ijele energy, good energy, and strength. And in the end, he's going to overcome, because is one person, and what he's battling is not small thing. Imagine billion. We are talking about billion. No. So ndị Abia, enjoy your airport. It's not easy. So my people, I'll see you guys. Take care of yourself. I'll share the videos in the chat. God, make una no fly leave me. I take off, make una remember me for the airport. Well, I hope say very soon MP said go dey for there, they depart. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Abia State Airport. Boom. Chai, you can't make these things up. You just cannot. Make I go. Hey, Biafra wood.